Hello, everybody. Welcome to the debut taping of the Playlisted podcast. Thank y'all for showing up. We appreciate it. We want y'all to have fun. The bar is open. Obviously, partake in that. Do want to remind you this is a podcast. So while the performers are playing especially, if you can just be a little bit quiet so that we can hear them, that would be important. And then when they're done playing, please do not be quiet and please let us know how much you enjoyed it or didn't, whatever. No jeering, no cyberbullying in real life or anything like that. But y'all, with that being said, let's introduce the founder of the Playlisted podcast, Mr. Austin Burke.
Let's go. I have no idea what to expect tonight. This is the first show. You guys are here making history. This is Playlisted's first ever show. Thank you so much for being out here. We really appreciate it. My name is Austin Burke. I got Dean Purificato next to me. Cody Hawkins right here. Doing everything. These guys, back in the day when we were on the road together, we toured all over the country together, and it's been fun to bring them on to the podcast with me. But here's what's going to happen tonight. It's a little weird. It's like a writer's round, but it's not. It's like a big showcase, but it's not. Basically, we're going to draw names out of a hat. We got two special guests I'm about to announce here, and we got 5 artists tonight. They're going to come up. They're going to sing a song, and we're gonna see what they got. They got one song to impress us and show us what they have tonight. I'm very excited to hear them all. But I want y'all to give a very, very warm welcome for our special guests tonight. Give it up for Spencer Crandall and Scott Porter. Let's go.
Check. Hello. Hi, folks. Thank you.
This is awesome. I wanted my first show to be with some of my best friends in town. I've been writing with these guys since about the day I moved here. Not only are they incredible artists in their own fashion, they're just incredible human beings, and I think that's what one of the reasons I wanted to start this is because, I feel like you don't really get to know the artists. You get to hear their songs, but I really wanted to dive in and get to show a little bit of how awesome y'all are as well. So how you doing tonight?
Well, thank you. That was very kind. I'm good. Scott?
I'm
Thoughts?
great.
Good? We're good. This is a really cool premise. When you texted me, I was like, I love this. There isn't anything like this, and especially for music. So I'm really stoked on it. I'm really excited to hear the songs and get to hear people play. Should be dope.
For sure. We're not going to say their name yet, but I want you to draw a name out of the hat. We're going to get them up here.
We're
going
doing
to start
this.
it. Well, yeah, we got to.
Getting right into it.
Am I the first ever picker?
Don't say the name. I'm going to give it to
Okay.
Dean. They're going to grab them up here.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
I had a speech plan. Should I wait?
All right, so
Shakespearean.
Cool.
I got a question for you, Spencer, to start this out.
Sure.
You are, in my opinion, the best independent country artist in Nashville.
Hey.
Whoa.
And I want to know what is it like being independent? And I know I'm an independent myself, but what does it take to, deal with, I'm sure you've talked to record labels, I'm sure, what has led to the decision to stay independent and continue to put out music and make a lot of money doing it, owning all your masters?
Yeah, well, thanks, man. That's high praise. I don't know if I'm that, but I work really hard, and I think being independent has massive pros and then obviously some drawbacks. So it sometimes is like the coolest thing ever. I think the autonomy is amazing because I get to do whatever I want. If I love a song, I can put out a song. If I want to tour, I can tour. But if I want to, fund all of those things, it comes from my pocket. So I don't think a lot of artists are in their own finance meetings. I don't think a lot of artists are sitting there worrying about where every single dollar goes, and I do. And I have a great manager, Jeff Cherry, who's not here, but we love you, Jeff. He's not dead. It sounded like he was dead, but he's just not here. R.I.P. not dead. And I think I have a great team. I've got, great distributor and all those things. So I think now, more than ever, independent artists have a real shot. Not just a real shot, like I think independent artists are doing it in many ways even bigger than some of the labels across the board, which is really exciting. I've never been anti-label. I didn't move to town and like, can we curse on this podcast?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Okay. Fuck the labels. Like, I was never that guy, but I just saw a real route to make real fans, and that excited me way more than to just go. I've always felt like signing record deals like getting married. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it just because my friends are doing it, and I don't want to do it because I'm of a certain age. I want to do it because I'm so excited. And so that hasn't happened yet, but I feel like I've been able to make strides, and it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of patience. I've been doing this 10 years, started in my dorm room, and yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I like the climb and the struggle and all those things.
Absolutely. And I think, I wanted to start this show because it's so expensive. People don't realize how expensive it is to get a band together and put on a show. I'm not going to name the other things that are awesome for this community, but it's so expensive. And so I wanted to give an opportunity for independent artists, like you're saying. You look at your finances, you see that. And like when you're having to hire out a band, hire out everything, it gets up there. And so I wanted a place where somebody can come and plug in their guitar, like Miss Julie Eddy here, and play a song for us and see what she's got. So I'm actually going to introduce her. Are you ready to go?
Sure.
You're our first guest ever
I love it.
on the Playlisted podcast.
Yeah, give it up.
Wow.
So she's singing her song, Two Truths and a Lie. Give it up for Julie Eddy.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've been in the same room. Underneath the red lights, I turn around and I see you. How you been lately? I almost called you baby, asking me the same thing. I think you know. I know you love playing those games. So, two truths and a lie. I've been doing good. I've been barely getting by. I still think about you in the middle of the night. Which of all me is true? Baby, you decide. You decide. Two truths and a lie. Fear is better cold, and I still call you mine. I never say no to a glass of red wine. The earth is round, the sky is blue, and I don't love you. Go ahead and try to tell me I ain't been on your mind, but don't give me those want you as at the same time. No, I've been going crazy, wondering if maybe we might feel the same way. But I keep my side of the story straight. No, two truths and a lie. I've been doing good, I've been barely getting by. I still think about you in the middle of the night. Which of all me is true? Baby, you decide, you decide. Two truths and a lie. Fear is better cold, and I still call you mine. I never say no to a glass of red wine. The earth is round, the sky is blue, and I don't love you. 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 I don't want to. Two truths and a lie. I've been doing good. I've been barely getting by. I still think about you in the middle of the night. Which of all me is true? Baby, you decide. You decide. Two truths and a lie. Fear is better cold, and I still call you mine. I never say no to a glass of red wine. The earth is round, the sky is blue, and baby, I'm over you. The earth is round, the sky is blue, and I don't love you. No, I don't love you. It's been a while since we've been in the same room.
Yeah.
Julie Eddy, way to start
Thank
us
you.
out. Absolute fire starting us out. Good
Thank
Lord. Oh my gosh. Well, That's incredible. What a great song. Where are you from?
I grew up in South Dakota.
What?
South Dakota.
I think you're the first.
You're like the fourth person I've ever met
She's
from
the
South
first
Dakota.
person.
Everybody
You're the first
says
person
that.
I've
I
ever
know.
met from South Dakota.
Yeah.
What
We're all
what
related
city?
there.
What city?
I grew up in Del Rapids. It's like 18 miles north of Sioux Falls.
Wow.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of it. I bet it's beautiful.
It's like 3,500 people and all cows and corn and my parents.
so you know
and-
everybody?
Yeah, it's like cows, corn, my parents,
Is that
and my
song
exes.
about one of those guys?
No, coincidentally, no.
Okay.
They're not
So it's not about
coincidentally.
one of the 3,500 people there. It's about
No.
someone else.
Nope.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What inspired that song?
Honestly, lots. There was a I wrote that song almost 3.5 years ago, and we were sitting down to write, me and two of my good friends, and that was just a title that I'd had in my phone for probably like a year at that point. I love, as songwriters, we love like a turn of phrase or all that good stuff, and we were sitting down and it just kind of poured out. We like talk shop for maybe 45 minutes, and then it took like 45 minutes and the whole song was out. So
I love that. Is
Yeah.
that song out, by the way? Can
came
everybody
out-
listen to
yeah,
it?
yeah.
When did it come out?
It came out last Friday.
What?
Have you been
Yeah.
taking it
let's
on social
go.
media?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've actually heard that song on like
Let's
TikTok
go.
or Instagram.
Yeah.
If Spencer
So
heard it, that's fire.
that's great. That I was like, oh, I recognize the song, which
Yeah.
is sick. So your marketing's working. That's great.
We're doing our best.
Yeah.
I'm so glad TikTok is back.
Yeah, amen, amen. First of all, you have really cool pants, so that's fun.
Thank
Look
you
at those.
so
I
much, you
was
guys.
gonna lead with the pants. That pisses
Yeah,
me
great
off.
pants.
If you want to borrow them, let me know.
For sure, for sure. I really like that song. It made me feel stuff. I feel like that's a big thing. Is just genuinely, does it make you feel like, I have a great girlfriend who's back there, so I'm not currently in that situation, but it can ping the feelings of all those, hard feelings running into your ex kind of thing. So I think it's clever, but not so clever that it kicked me out. I think as much as we love a turn of phrase in Nashville, sometimes you go to listening room or something, it's like, no, we get it. That's technically a turn of phrase. That is clever, but it's heart over clever. And I think that, to me, is the mark of a great song. So I really like that. I think that melody is going to be stuck in my head.
I don't think flat earthers are going to get that, though.
The earth is round. Yeah. They're going
I
to be
get
pissed.
to go first next time because everyone's stealing my points that I want to talk about. The pants.
But that's
I was gonna
good.
Make a flat Earth joke. Like,
No, I think that's a great song. I think the melody is going to be stuck in my head. I think melody is king, and it made me feel stuff, and it was clever, but not overly clever. So I would add it to my playlist. When I heard it on TikTok, I was like, this is a great song.
Thank you. That means the world to me.
Absolutely.
okay, there's nothing left for me to say, but right first off the bat, great voice, awesome melodies, and right when you said I don't love you, it's like, oh, she still loves the person. So that was pretty evident. I could feel that. Again, I was going to lead with the pants. Great pants, but the song is better than the pants, which is hopefully a great
Thank
compliment.
you so much.
Also, since we're doing this live and off the cuff, I have a note for the show.
Yeah, please.
Like a publishing meeting, because there was a couple times like I couldn't hear all the lyrics. What if there was a lyric sheet in the
I love
future?
that.
You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
could really follow along.
For sure. I
Anywho,
told him, by the way, that monitor, I don't know if we can get the lyrics or the vocals on her guitar, or I'm sorry, on her mic up a little bit so we can hear it better. 100%. It's a great idea. We should also get the lyrics for everybody listening to. It'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But no, I love that song. It's so good. I know. Let me see here. I have to ask you this question because I had a lot of people submit, and so I asked a lot of different questions. It says that you had a lot of random odd jobs, and one of those jobs was a cleaning lady.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the most disgusting thing you've seen as a cleaning lady?
Oh.
I just gotta ask that question.
Is this how R-rated is this
Oh,
podcast?
It's X. It's X. No.
Okay. Well, I've been a cleaning lady in a lot of different settings. One of which was an office building that had a bunch of different businesses in it. And surprisingly, it was in there. There was a used thing that looks kind of like a balloon. And it was not in the trash. It did not make it into the bin it was supposed to. And I was
Oh
like, I think
my
I was like
God.
17.
Someone was going
It was
for a
by the
promotion.
coffee machine or what?
No, it was in the bathroom, but it.
Oh
yeah,
my
sure,
God.
sure. Yeah, no, it was in the bathroom. It just
Oh.
wasn't where it was supposed to be, and
Was it in the CEO's office?
no,
Okay.
no. This
I'm just
place
trying to
had
figure out
like a-
exactly where
He would have
this.
thrown it out.
It
I'm
was
trying
like
to figure out where this condom was.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It was like probably 4 or 5, 6 businesses in there, and
Okay.
it was like the public
It
bathroom.
could have been any of them.
So it could have
I got
been
you.
like Joe Schmo off the
Feels
street.
like a messed up game of Clue.
But-
Okay, it was Tina from HR with
Yes.
the condom in the break room.
in the break room.
We're about to get someone in trouble.
Baby, you
for this.
decide. You decide.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know this doesn't mean anything, but I know one day I'm manifesting. Spencer's been big on manifesting. He taught me. This show is going to have one of the biggest playlists in the world, okay? And I am adding you as the first person to this playlisted podcast.
Thank you.
It's called the A-List. You made the A-List, baby. Let's go.
Hell
Give it
yeah.
up for Julie Eddy, everybody. Come on.
Thank you.
One day you're going to make money from it.
That was awesome.
Not today. Not today. If you guys get a chance, I'll post, obviously, but be sure to follow the playlist and keep up with all these guys and amazing women that are going to be on the show. Scott,
Hello.
how are you? How long?
I'm wonderful.
First of all, where are you from?
St. Louis, Missouri. It's on the hat.
Shout out St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis.
Shout out.
My wife went to Lindenwood University.
I remember that. You were still, when we first met, commuting back and forth to see her, and we bonded
It's
over.
been a long. That's how long I've known you.
I know. It's a long time.
So, like I said, we go way back. When did you move here, by the way? What year?
2 days before 2015, so I just hit my 10-year town anniversary. So
Congratulations. That's a big deal. It's a 10-year town. It is.
Goes
you know what's
quick.
crazy? You know what I hate hearing I hated hearing when I was new to Nashville is that it's a 10-year town, but it is a 10-year town. I hate to tell people that. It really is. It's real. I mean, you could get lucky, but if you want to make something happen, it's a 10-year town. But how long have you guys been writing together too? Just did you meet right away or?
Oh, Scottrick. We met like one of the first writes that I had. A guy named Nick Allagood introduced us.
I know Nick. I know
Yeah.
shout out, Nick.
Shout out Nick. And we both walked in and we were both wearing hats and we had less hair than we wanted. And we were like, I'm going to like this guy. So we've written a ton of stuff together. Scott and I have probably put out almost 20 songs or something like that together. So
Yeah, we.
at least written for other people. And, you know, you just find people as you're going along. You're like, this person gets what I do. So it's great.
That's awesome. Also, Scott, you tour a lot. You play a lot of. At least last time I talked to you, you were touring. Are you still touring a lot, all over?
So last year and a half, I was like, you know what? I'd like to sleep in my own bed some. So I started just gigging in town a lot and doing all the things. But I just feel grateful that even at the capacity, which is way lower than my two cool friends over here, but I got to see the country and play music and get
I just
paid
remember
for it,
every time
so-
I was so jealous because you'd always be in San Diego.
Dude,
I'm like,
I milked San Diego
Yeah.
for everything it had. I was like, send me out there, best weather in the world. So
I went to high school there, by the way.
I know you told
Yeah,
me that,
yeah. So I'm jealous. All my friends are out there. Shout out San Diego.
The tin roof is no longer there, which makes me
Is it
sad.
really? It's
It's
not?
gone. It's gone. So it makes me sad.
Damn, that is sad. Spencer, I want to put you on the spot for a second.
Do it.
The whole time I've known you, you haven't had a girl, and now you got a girl.
Yeah, that's right. I'm in a healthy, loving relationship. So, plot twist, bitches.
The real Nashville
Yeah.
success story right there.
And I saved the proposal for. No, just kidding. I watched her eyes be like, no, no,
would've been
no,
a-
no, 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 no,
It
no,
would have
no.
been a playlist at first. It would have been a first.
And a
Come on.
last. Would have been my last night with Rachel. No, everything's great. I'm super lucky. I put out and write a lot of love songs, so that's helpful. Just, side note. Because I freaking love the girl, and it's great. So it's a lot easier to write love songs about somebody when you're really in love, turns out.
And she's from Denver, too,
She's
right?
from Denver. Yeah, we're both from Denver. I'm probably wearing too many Colorado things, but yeah, we just lost to the Bills, so I'm sad.
That's all right. They're good. They're good.
Yeah, they're very good.
Well, Matthew, you ready?
Yep.
All
We got our second guest up here. Give it up for Matthew Nagy singing his song "Love Help Us All."
Let's do it.
Look at all the people, where they all going. The world's on fire. It just keeps on turning. looking out my window to the streets below. All the busy people running around with nowhere to go. Love help us all when the sky comes crashing down and the pain is all around. Love help us all. Love please carry me when I'm blind and I can't see. Love help us all. Looking down at the images in my hand, hatred and violence, I just don't understand. World spinning faster, out of control. Everything is burning, there's no place left to go. Love help us all when the sky comes crashing down and the pain is all around. Love help us all. Love please carry me when I'm blind and I can't see. Love help us. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Love help us all when the sky comes crashing down and the pain is all around. Love help us all. Love help us all when the sky comes crashing down and the pain is all around. Love help us all. Love please carry me when I'm blind and I can't see. Love help us all.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Matthew. Where you from, man?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. What part?
The Johnstown area. A lot of people have no idea where it's at. I lived in State College a little bit.
Okay. Is it? I don't know where that is, but is it by Philly? Is it by Pittsburgh? Or is
It's
it by
in the
Amish
middle.
people?
It's in the middle between Pittsburgh and Philly,
Is that-
like in the middle
so
of
it's
nowhere.
By the Amish people,
There you
right?
No, actually, no Amish.
No Amish people?
No.
Actually, Pennsylvania is very country. I was out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of
super
country.
So
Yeah.
what genre would you say you are? Like rock kind of?
Yeah, I'd say rock. Yeah,
Nice, dude. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. How long you been doing this?
all my life.
Nice. Nice.
My dad played, so I've always had a guitar in my hand.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, dude, really good at guitar, man. I
Oh,
love
thank
the,
you.
Love the hummingbird too. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
So I have something right here. It says you're a black belt in karate.
Yeah, my parents made me. Like, I didn't want to.
That's
but like,
crazy, bro.
they said once I got the black belt, I could quit, and then I found the guitar, and I was like, that was it. It's the guitar all the way.
That's so cool. And then, so did that? I took some questions from them before they were on the show, and you said that you were in the Navy. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh no, I wasn't in the Navy.
You weren't in the Navy?
No, I was not in the Navy.
Okay, then you got to explain this story because this absolutely makes no sense to me.
No, I worked for a military contractor.
It says before, just so I don't sound like an asshole, it says, I saved a Navy missile program from being shut down.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Give it up for Burke for being able to read, everybody.
Explain that then, because
I worked for a military contractor, and I was working on a project. They told me that if I did not make 30 transformers that passed testing, that they would shut the program down, and I did it.
There you go.
Good for you.
There you go.
Golly. Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, no problem.
That still counts for sure.
Matthew, who are some of your influences?
Like a lot of the '60s music, Beatles, Stones,
Like Bob Dylan?
Bob
or,
Dylan, yeah, Bob
I
Dylan.
heard a lot of Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Feels very like protest song adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bob
So
Dylan a lot.
those kinds of songs are really hard to take on, right? Like Love, Help Us All, like kind of remind me of like Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer, that kind of like,
Yeah.
which I think we need a lot of that in the world right now. So I like the sentiment. Very nice.
Thank you.
One time, actually 2 times, both of these guys called me at one point in our friendship. Was like, I'm going through some stuff, and I was like, you know what can help you? Love. And they fell in love with 2 wonderful girls, and now they're on
right.
top of the world.
Love,
So
help us all.
We can all relate.
actually-
Have you learned Stairway to Heaven on guitar before?
Yes.
Okay, I could hear it. And so I'm glad to know that.
But
Just feels on brand for you.
I actually wrote the song on.
Stairway to Heaven?
No.
Oh, my God.
I
dude.
wish.
I was like, why don't you play that?
God, way to bury the
Holy
lead, buddy.
shit.
No, I actually wrote the "Love Help Us All" on Valentine's Day 2 years ago, and that's it. It was just on my mind, like about love, but not like maybe necessarily a romantic love.
Are you in love?
Yeah, I've been married for 20 years.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's helpful.
That doesn't mean you're in love.
Yeah, we're still in love.
All right, real quick. What are your top 3 secrets to staying with somebody for that long?
Compromise is one.
Compromise.
Making time for each other.
Love it.
Yeah, and then just listening to each other.
Okay.
Wow.
Give it up for those 3 things, folks. That's the pedigree. Dave.
Hey,
Give it up for the wisest
Matthew,
black
Nagy,
belt I've ever
everybody.
met.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you
Oh, no
being on
problem.
here.
Great job,
Thank you.
Matthew.
Give it up. That's awesome.
If you want to name your album The Begrudgingly Black Belted Man, you can. I just want credit.
What's your top karate move, by the way, on the way out?
Honestly, it's been so long since I've done any karate. I have no idea.
All right, cool.
Cool,
Well.
cool.
Black belt forever. Man, that was cool. I'm liking this. I don't like. There's no flow. We've never done this before, so it's just kind of we're a little nervous. We're loosening up. We're getting going. You know what I mean? You want to draw another name from there? Why don't you do it, Scott?
Not that one.
Are you guys having a good time? It's one of those things. I'm like, I don't know. It might.
Scott,
be
take your shirt
you
off,
know?
quick.
It's yeah.
You gotta
hey,
tip
no,
me
no,
for
no.
that.
My wife.
This is also the tip jar.
That's
so.
my wife's show. She has a show called Ranch Hands Cowboy.
Yeah, she does.
Shout out
Oh,
to
man.
Ranch Hands. If you want to see shirtless cowboys, go to her show. If you want to see guys with their shirts on with dad bods, come to my show.
That's what I
If you
applied
want to
for.
pay guys to keep their shirts on, come to this show.
Exactly.
That was the job
Did
I
you draw a
applied
name?
for.
Don't
and
say
she
it. Don't
said-
say it. All right, here. Give it to you? Yeah, I'm not going to look. Dean, go grab him. Oh, my gosh. All
We're
right.
2 songs into your first podcast. How do you feel?
Dude, this is crazy. By the way, I'm just super thankful that for everybody that came and wanted to be here. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. When you have this concept, you're like, you just need people to believe. Like, no matter at any level, I just needed like a few performers, a couple really good co-hosts, and like I got that. So that's all I'm happy about tonight. You know what I mean? It's just
Hell yeah.
thank you guys for being a part of this.
Of course, man.
It's
Our
It's
pleasure.
been cool. I'm a big fan of Kill Tony. I feel like it's just good to say that because that show definitely inspired this show. I love Kill Tony.
A musical
but I feel
Kill
like
Tony's
we
sick.
needed something that's like a little less, aggro. They're not gonna we're not gonna chew you out. But I wanted someone.
think that's
I
good.
want a place where people can learn. You know what I mean? Like people. There's a lot of stuff to learn from a lot of you guys that are doing it. And you know, it's a hard road. That right now, putting out music for an independent artist, I think is the easiest ever been, and it's the hardest it's ever been. Back when I had success on Spotify and stuff like that, you know, I was able to just show it to one guy, John Marks, and he was able to put it on. And now it's like you have to prove your song so much, so hard. What did you tell me the other day? Because I'm not going to steal this line, but it's so good about independent artists. I'll pull up the text. It was something like, if you're doing it good as an independent artist, you have to do it like 2 times as good as someone.
Feels like 3 times as good.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's real. It feels real on my end. It's like, you know, the record labels have spots on these playlists, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm also, again, the game is the game. You can't hate the game. It's just, it's going to happen. It's going to keep happening. In my opinion, it's my job to create an undeniable song, an undeniable moment that no matter who you show it to, they're like, well, shit, we have to add it to the playlist. We have to add it to the radio. We have to. And so that's our job, you know, and it can feel like a heavy kind of thing to do and a hard road. But I'm excited. I think now is, like you said, the easiest and the hardest it's ever been. So
I have a note, too, which, not to discourage people, but I talk to him about this all the time, and I'm sure you've noticed this, too. Every single day I pull up an app, find a person that's better looking than me, incredible songs, 500,000 followers. I'm like, who is this? Every single day. That's how many talented people there are doing this. So it's like, you better bring the heat if you're going to put music out in 2025.
Well, Mr. Chace Saunders is here to bring the heat.
Yeah.
Chace, you ready? Y'all tuned up?
hit it, Chace.
Everybody give it up for Chace Saunders singing his song, Bourbon Whiskey.
Your coffee-colored eyes match the shimmer in the rye on a southern night where the mountains cover more than half the sky. I'm miles away from you, my veins are still bleeding blues. The night dreams of you underneath the beams of that harvest moon. I'll just pour another glass and see if it'll change my mood. Your picture and a half bottle of bourbon whiskey will be my only friends, and bluegrass is on my mind. Your picture and a half bottle of bourbon whiskey will have to be my old Kentucky home that I left behind, that I left behind. Those days turned into months, and I ain't never felt like myself once until I made up my damn mind and headed down the road. My life was turned around, now I'm driving down 75 southbound, just counting down the miles to the river. And that half bottle of bourbon keeps you right there with her. Oh yeah. Your picture and a half bottle of bourbon whiskey will be my only friends, and bluegrass is on my mind. Your picture and a half bottle of bourbon whiskey will have to be my old Kentucky home that I left behind. That'll have to be my old Kentucky home I left behind.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Holy shit. This is why I started this podcast.
I'm
man.
so glad this isn't a writer's round and I have to sing after you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Holy crap, dude. Where are you from?
Appreciate it. Kentucky.
Oh,
Got the
my
hat
God.
on.
UK.
Wow.
How do you feel about the John Calipari coach move?
I'm happy about it, considering I talked to an Arkansas fan the other day.
Yeah,
they're
dude.
like, I think he's sick.
I think you got a good coach too. I'm pumped for you guys.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
God, jeez.
That song belongs on Yellowstone.
Landman or
Yellowstone.
yeah,
What
the-
an honor.
Don't you think? I could hear it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, your
I'll take it.
voice belongs on something like Yellowstone. Like to
Dude,
me,
it hit me. As soon as he started singing, I was like, holy shit.
you have
Whoa.
a smash the button on the voice kind of a voice, and it's just real. Like you have what I call a shut the fuck up voice. Like if I was the kind of person in a conversation, I'd be like, hold on, real quick, shut the fuck up, and I'd have to listen to you. And I think it's the highest compliment. Truly, like I think a lot of people in this town have a great voice. I think you are just in a first song listen, like cool. That's a superstar voice. My gut is you have what I think somebody like. I'm trying to think like almost like a Carrie Underwood has, where you actually have to be careful because you can sing the phone book, so you can make anything sound good, but you're gonna have some trouble finding like really, really great songs pulled apart from your voice. So that's my tip to you is make sure the song, have your co-writers sing it, have other people sing it.
Write
I thought
with
the song,
me and I'll sing it, and then we'll know if the song's pure or not.
I thought the song was good. I'm gonna remember your voice over the song if I'm being honest, but like this is not me being like, you don't have it. This is me being like, you have everything in the world. You are one song away, one post with the
I'll tell
right
you what, why
lighting,
don't us
being a
three-
superstar.
Oh,
Truly.
why don't us?
Truly.
100%.
Thank you so much, man.
In fact, like, why don't us three write with him?
Let's go. Set it
That'd
up.
be awesome.
Set it up, buddy.
That'd be sweet.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
man.
is- I mean,
Truly.
this is seriously. This is why I started the show. This is so freaking cool. Not to make it about me. I'm just like, holy shit, this is amazing. You
Thanks,
are so good, bro.
That's awesome,
And
dog.
it's
God, it
like
means the world.
it's like Tyler Childers. It's like.
There we go,
there's
man.
just
Do you
so
like
much
Cody
soul.
Johnson?
I love
Yeah,
Cody.
Because
Cody
you
Johnson,
get those
yeah.
growls, which like I can't even do. I'm like the
Growls,
little
man.
lion in Lion King, like, and
Luke
you're like,
Combs, yeah, like
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yes,
you want
Luke
to hear
Combs.
from, and I'll be honest, like I'm not really a fan of Tyler Childers, but I appreciate like his type of music.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like you're so much. And this is gonna come across the wrong way. You're so much beyond that. I feel like like Spencer said, if you have a big freaking song, dude, like that is. I mean, you're gonna take it to the moon. So.
Hey, this means a lot coming from you guys. Man.
Of course, man.
100%,
Keep going. Keep crushing it.
100% Adding that song to my playlist.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much.
Playlist.
Let's go.
Who's your favorite outlaw?
My favorite outlaw's got to be Hank Jr.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I get to hear the outlaw influence in
Yeah.
there.
I will tell you, that's the first song I ever put out, and
Yeah.
and it was one of the first ones I wrote, and so I wanted to do something that would.
And like I mean this with the best, like everything.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I can tell that's the first song you wrote. It's good. I can tell what you have inside of you is like really, 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 really good. So
How long you been in
keep
Nashville, man? How
co-writing,
long
keep
you been
doing your
doing
thing, man.
Just hit 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You have the thing, and my, if this means anything, I'm just a guy, but truly like push yourself to find 3, 4, 5 undeniable songs. The world is your oyster. I believe it, man. Believe in you.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna take it one step farther. What are you doing next week? You want to come back and sing again next week?
Hell yeah.
I would love to have you, bro.
Consider me in,
Chase,
man.
Thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Give it up for Chace Saunders, everybody. Oh man, bringing the heat. Good lord, that was so good.
You're welcome, man. You're awesome.
There you go, Dean. And he's tall. God, he's tall too. That's bullshit.
All right, fuck you. Don't come back next week.
Oh my gosh. How we feeling out there? We feeling good here at the Green Light Bar? I want to give a big shout out to Dave in the Green Light Bar for having us here. Thank you so much, Dave. I went to Dave. He actually had my wife's show, Ranch Hands, at a different venue that we were at first before anybody. And I was like, I'm going to go to Dave and see what he's doing now. And he happened to have the perfect place, perfect spot to do this. So thank you to Green Light Bar for having us.
Yeah.
I want to take another second to thank our sponsor, Picker. We got Picker in the house tonight. Picker is a new app that just launched. If you guys are not familiar with it, don't worry. I wasn't either. But all of the stuff is on your tables. And if you're listening to the podcast, download the Picker app. It's awesome. It's like Airbnb, but it is for artists. It's for musicians. It's for anybody that's in the music industry. You can go on Picker. You can pick who you want to do your session. You can pick your studio. You can pick your producer. You can pick your guitar player. You can pick your bass player. And you basically, it's a community of awesome musicians. And if you want to join that community, please download the Picker app right now.
I would legitimately download that app.
Yeah, I'm telling you, no, it's awesome. And by the way, I keep forgetting, but I have these bags. Matthew, this one's for you. Chace, we got one for you. Where's Juliet? I got to give you these bags. I'm supposed to be giving you these bags of little Picker memorabilia here. And who's just here randomly? I just want to find out somebody that just randomly came to the Greenlight Bar tonight. Anybody just randomly here that does not know what the hell's going on? Yeah? Hand up in the back? Okay, yeah, probably the one's talking. Let's give that... Cody, will you go give that to the table talking back there real quick? Yeah, they're just in the middle. They're good. I want to tell them thank you for coming, and even though they didn't mean to be here.
I guess the co-hosts get bags off screen.
Yeah, we hate stuff. So
we don't want any merchandise. It's fine.
So shout out to Picker. Shout out to our sponsor. They are our only sponsor, and it means the world. Thank you for believing in this playlisted podcast before anybody else. All right, who we got? Skyelor Anderson. We got Skyelor Anderson up here, and he's singing his song. Are you ready? Yep. He's singing his song, Church in a Bar.
If I was sitting on a church pew instead of this bar stool, maybe I could settle the score. Hit the brake on sinner, let's take more, give her, lean a little more on the Lord. Lighten the grip up on the bottle, quit letting the whiskey run. Every now and then open that Bible, stop letting it stack up dust. I don't know why I try to save me when he's the only one who can. Don't know why I'm always fighting instead of throwing up my hands. Drinking myself sober, it's leaving scars on my heart. And this got me caught between a church and a bar. All this cussing like a sailor and drinking like a fish is filling up my glass with regrets and everything I miss. And if I spend more of my Sundays trying to make amends, then I wouldn't feel all this empty hanging over my head. I don't know why I try to save me when he's the only one who can. I don't know why I'm always fighting instead of throwing up my hands. Drinking myself sober, it's leaving scars on my heart. And it's got me caught between a church and a bar. Yeah, a church and a bar. Ooh, hit the brake on sinner, let's take more, give her, lean a little more on the Lord. Hit the brake on sinner, let's take more, give her, lean a little more on the Lord. I don't know why I try to save me when he's the only one who can. I don't know why I'm always fighting instead of throwing up my hands. Drinking myself sober, it's leaving scars on my heart. And it's got me caught between a a church and a bar. Yeah, it's got me caught between a church and a bar. A church and a bar. A church and a bar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Church and a bar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Skyler Anderson, everybody.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate
Dude,
it.
I'm not gonna lie, you caught me between church and a marg. I was halfway between drinking this song and you started singing about Jesus and I put it down. That was so good, man. Good
Thank
Lord.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow, what a song, man.
Thank you.
Gosh, I love that. You know, my wife dragged me to church on Sunday and I'm so thankful for it. I need to go more. It's one of those
Me
things,
too.
where, you know.
Me too, yeah.
What inspired that song?
Oh man, I wrote that song with Styles, Harry, or whatever you want to call him. How you
Harry
want-
Styles?
Everybody always say that, but no, man. I think Styles had just gotten his first #1 country on by Luke Bryan, and I went to Warner, and I think he was just feeling some type of way. We both were, I think, and I think he was headed to church on a Wednesday night, and I was going to Red Door to go get fucked up, and that's how we came up with that song. Actually, I think Church in a Bar, and yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, and yeah, to play out for sure.
I love that, man. That's a great song.
Yeah.
That's a really great song. I got to be honest. You know, there were a lot of people that submitted to be on this show, and I had the list made. And my dad calls me. He goes, shout out to my dad, by the way. He goes, hey, you know Skyler Anderson? I was like, man, I haven't talked to him in a minute. And he goes, you got to have him on the show. First episode.
That's awesome.
I was like, all right, Dad, I got you. So that's why you're on here. But
That's
you are
awesome.
freaking great, man.
Oh, man,
So thank you,
man.
Dad,
Thank
for
you. Yeah,
having
thank
Skyler
you.
on here.
Thank you. Love that guy, man.
My goodness. Speaking of dads, you're a dad yourself.
I am a dad. Yeah, I have a 4-year-old Axel Jack and a 1-year-old Hazel Pearl. Yeah.
Gosh, boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
What's
the age difference?
4 years old and 1 year old.
Okay, so they're
Yeah,
little
this
bit-
is right there. The boy came first, and so Hazel.
How you holding up?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm on the road a lot, so
Yeah.
thank God for my wife. Shout out to my wife, Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
She is she's fucking amazing, man. I don't know. I don't know how she does it. She works from home also, and the kids don't go to daycare. She does. My son just started school, so she is fucking super mom while I'm out on the road, fucking trying to make a living. I guess doing what I love to do. But yeah. It's great when I'm home. You know, I'm home. I try to do as much as I can with my son. Take him out. He's an outdoors kid, so he loves being outside. So
I love that, man.
Three secrets to a successful marriage. Go ahead. It turns into a love show. Austin Burke and how to.
Always does.
trust your best friend and listen. Fucking listen. It's okay.
These are great.
He said,
Somebody-
listen, and he's like, no.
Listen.
You sound like you're talking to yourself right now.
Yeah. I am. I have to learn that because when I met my wife, I was already in the music business, like deep in it. So she had no idea, like, kind of lifestyle. So I had to learn not to be always the top dog because that's. I mean, of course, you're an artist, songwriter. You just know to be that. You know, that's the life you lived. And so when I got with her, it was like, okay, shut the fuck up. You're not always right. Stop being so stubborn. And I'm a calm guy. I'm more of like chill. So I bring the peace kind of sort of to the house because when the house is crazy, I'm like, let's all chill out. Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
And may do have to do with smoking a lot of weed too. But yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
One note on the song, besides the obvious, which great voice, awesome song. So this is dealer's choice, but like when you're listening to a song the first time, like I wanted that hook to, it like snuck up on me, and then you gave me exactly what I wanted on the last one, where you let that breathe. So like that's perfect.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
I was so glad that you did that because I
appreciate
just
that.
wanted that to like let that setup line sit with you for a sec, and then you hammer the hook. So that was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, you rock. I mean, again, back to back, just freaking voices that are like, whoa. You can sing your ass off. Like, what's the dream for you? If you could, script the universe bends to your will, what ends up happening for you?
Oh man, I've always been an artist. I love songwriting. I love doing that. I love taking a song and like the notes I have, like that Church in a Bar, like was probably in my notes for maybe 3 years. You know, before I just like, hey, I got this thing called Church in a Bar we can write, and I just love taking the time out to take those songs and detail them, especially like true songs about my life. But my dream is to stay on the road, man, and open up and well, I mean, hopefully one day be a headliner. But my dream is to just, as long as I can stay on the road and keep writing.
Yeah, you got a headliner voice. You got the headliner talent.
You
so
got
I
some
believe
shows
in you.
coming up where people can see you. Where you playing next?
Yeah. Me and my band, we just did a deal with a Doghouse in Resorts World, and so we're gonna be in Vegas a lot, living in Vegas, and then we're gonna hit up a few Tin Roofs in Chicago and all that. So yeah, you guys can catch that just by looking me up. Skyelor. I gotta say that. I have a little.
Absolutely. I'm gonna put everybody's socials up,
Yeah.
Instagram and all that stuff.
My name is
on
weird,
the
so-
podcast, but yeah, dude, thank you for being
Thank
on
you,
here,
man.
man.
Yeah, man, you're a
Seriously.
star.
By the way,
You're
I'm a
star,
fan
man.
of you two for a long time.
Oh,
so,
thanks,
yeah.
man.
We're now a fan of you, Mr.
thank
For
you,
real,
man.
for real,
you,
dude.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
rock,
it.
My
man.
dad is your
Thank
bigger.
you.
My dad is
I-
your biggest
I
fan
love
of all
that guy.
time, so I'm serious.
You rock, man.
Mr. Skyler Anderson,
Thank
everybody,
y'all.
give it up for him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Dean, how are you, brother? Good. How are you? You good? You can talk into the microphone.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, actually, I was going to talk to you. I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk or not talk. I used to go on stage at Whiskey Row every weekend after Skyler. If y'all have been in Nashville for any amount of time, Skyler's an OG Nashville badass, so I knew it was going to be good, and of course he delivered. So seriously, if you ever see him on stage with the crowd too, just 10 out of 10. So
I feel like that's where you cut your teeth. Did you guys ever play on Broadway at all?
Here and there, I'll fill in every once in a while, but it's just like, it's tough because they want to not pay you, so I don't do it a ton, but
Yeah.
you and I played one time, remember?
I played some acoustic stuff for sure. I'm an internet guy, so I just went after the internet super hard. I
smart.
kind of saw it even, when I was my super, super fast stories. Like I went to go play college football. I got 2 shoulder surgeries, had no idea what to do with my life, picked up a guitar in my dorm room, and I was watching guys like Kane Brown and Luke Combs, like literally like Vine and Twitter and all that stuff. I was like, I think the future's on the internet. So I went really hard at the internet, and I kind of always saw that as the avenue.
Well, you're really good at the internet. I want to give you a quick compliment. That sounds shitty. You're not good at the internet. You're really good at what you do. You're a great artist and musician. But I want to just say, we've been in this game for so long. There's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of things that were normal back when we moved here that are not normal anymore. You used to be able to, do the Kane Brown thing, and kind of a record label would sign you and put you on the road, and now it's way different. How have you been able to kind of stay current? How have you been able to stay current for so many years? It's so hard to do, and I think everybody in this room would love to know how Spencer Crandall continues to stay relevant and current no matter what.
Thanks. There's a lot of moments where I have not felt current, and I have felt like things are slipping away, and so, it would be dishonest for me to sit up here and like, it's just all sunshine and rainbows. It's not true. But I've been lucky enough to have a few really fun moments and some songs, do some things. I think it's to not overthink, and especially in today's day and age, like, you really can't put out enough music. We can all get in our heads, and I think a few things, like, one, nobody's watching you like you think they're watching you until they're calling you because they're watching you. You know what I mean? So, like, just keep doing your thing. I think a lot of people, I grab coffee with people and do calls with artists because nobody helped me when I first moved to town, so it's something I enjoy doing. And a lot of what I try to explain to them is like, just go, just fail fast. Erase the word failure. There's no such thing as failure. You're learning, you're growing, you're changing. A year is nothing. 2 years is nothing. So I adapted a lot of that kind of moving here and posting on the internet. And my first couple posts, you hit post, you're like, no, please don't roast me. And then nothing happens. You're like, oh, I'm okay. I just got to keep going. So that's my advice for most people, is just like, get out of your own way. Most of us are so terrified that someone could comment, huh, dumb. In reality, it doesn't matter. Who is that person to say? You don't need everyone to like you. If you want to sell 25,000 tickets, find 25,000 people that love you.
Yeah. I don't mean to keep you up here waiting. We got our last performer, but I have another specific question about what you just said. You played football growing up. Do you think that sports had any influence in your work ethic and your routine and schedule and how, I mean, our conversations that we have, you're very routine oriented. You know, you love to stick to, hey, post X amount of times. You do the little things. You do the little things that add to big things. Do you think that had a big play in the artist you are today?
I think so. I wrestled and just played some sports that you have practice later in the afternoon. You're like, I would love to not go to practice. And there's just something about showing up. You know, posting on the internet. That's just showing up. Like, think of it just like the gym. Even if you don't want to go. Putting out music, I think people get in their own heads. Like, it has to be perfect, and it has to. There's no such thing as perfect anymore.
I'm saving this one. I hate that. Don't you hate when people say I'm saving this one?
Yeah, saving it for when you're a giant hit artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just put it out.
That's an interesting bet to take.
Yeah.
My gut is you're always going to keep getting better. And anytime I look back at a song that I just kept in my pocket, because I used to do that. Oh, I'm saving this for when I just wish I had put it out. I just wish I had teased it. I wish I put it out because we live in a world where everyone that stepped on the stage tonight is one post with the right lighting, with the right hook away from being, can you imagine? Remember that one time we did that first podcast and that person was on the stage? I believe that. And I think that's really cool. So that's the belief I have, and that's why I freaking post all the time. And some people are probably sick of me, but I'm still here. I'm still posting.
I love it. Well, I'm going to draw the last name out of here. We got Mr. Dylan John singing his song, Make Me Jealous.
Thought I told you that I don't got this. I didn't have the kind of strength it takes to stay afloat for us both. I know you wanted me, and damn I wanted you, but I had the tendency to ignore the signs on the map. Couldn't keep doing that. I'll admit there are nights when I wonder what you're doing. Then I'm reminded how you went behind my back. It's no secret, I know who you're due. You just wanna make me jealous. You can play the victim all over town. I know that you can't help it. What goes up must come down. I can't help that you're my first kiss, first place. You let me get so close. I know wherever you're going, that you just wanna make me jealous. I heard you're hanging with him and our best friends. I can't believe you try and put a rebound in my place. Like that's okay. I know you feel for him the way you're using him for my attention, but he doesn't even know that he's in your script. He's just your ego trip. Still despise all the nights when you get wasted. Oh, got me watching out my mouth whistle from the poison on your lips. I still taste it. Just wanna make me jealous. You can play the victim all over town. I know that you can't help it. What goes up must come down. I can't help that you're my first kiss, first place. You let me get so close. I know wherever you're going, that you just wanna make me jealous. If me is reflect what you portray, your show's a liar every day. You're not fair when you get to say who gets the blame when you can't let me go. How's the blisters from that rope? Your hands can't take the mess you made. Why would I stay? When you just wanna make me jealous, you can play the victim all over
sound. I know that you can't help it. What goes up must come down. I can't help that you're my first kiss, first place. Let me get so close. I know wherever you're going, you're going. You just wanna make me jealous. You just wanna make me jealous. You just wanna make me jealous. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Dylan John, baby.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. How
Thanks
old
for
are you?
having me. I'm 24.
24.
Wow.
Golly, what a voice. Where are you from?
Are
man?
those your friends, really quick?
Yes,
Do these people
yeah,
know you?
those
Okay.
are my friends.
Hey, shout out
They
to your
were
friends.
vibing. They knew every
Yeah,
word.
dude,
We all were, but especially them.
Oh, yeah. They were going to town.
I'm super appreciative for them, so thank you guys for coming out. But yeah, I'm from Monroe Falls, Ohio. It's like towards Cleveland, northeast. Very cold up there right now. So yeah.
Are you?
It's very cold
Are
here
you
right
an
now.
Ohio State fan?
To be honest with you, yes, but I'm not a big football guy. Like, if you ask me statistics or anything, I couldn't tell you one thing.
Do you know who's playing in the national championship right now?
I do not know.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just don't.
Hey, you know what? I love you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Ohio State's playing
too.
Notre Dame. This is going to date the podcast. We're going to put it out in a couple weeks. But Ohio State is playing in the national championship, and you're here on the Playlisted podcast, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
That's awesome.
That's a real Ohio State fan right there. In fact, I thought I heard him say "Go Blue" when he walked up here. Man, amazing song, amazing
Thank you.
voice. What
Thank
are
you.
What would you say your genre is? I feel like it's a mixture of a lot of things, but what do you?
Yeah, definitely a mixture. I would definitely say pop. I grew up in the church, so I grew up on Christian music and Toby Mac. But my dad started singing a long time ago. He was in this like a cappella quartet, so they would do a little bit of R&B stuff. So it's definitely a variety of things.
So good.
You can hear the R&B. Have you ever been told that you sound like Shawn Mendes?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of you. Thank
John
you.
Mayer means
John Mayer,
Shawn
yeah,
Mendes.
your guitar playing. Yeah, super, super talented, man. Like, I am so excited for you. You're 24?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. Are you in a trio?
Yes, I am. I love my trio. It's actually with some of my friends back there.
Oh,
Mr.
sick.
Colin Bailey and Emily Clapp.
Nice.
Yeah, we're called Deck of Hearts, DEK, after our initials. But we've been together for 9 months, and that's who I travel with. And we do stuff in
Amazing.
the summer, play around town. I'm super thankful for them. It's been a blast.
That's so fun.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say I would love to have Deck of Hearts on.
Deck of Hearts has got to come back and
We-
play.
we would
You
love to
guys
be
gotta
here.
Come back and play. We'll make that happen.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if you want some bluegrass and some powerhouse vocals and some good
Sick.
Lady A kind of trio stuff.
Okay, I was
that's
wondering.
right
It
there.
had to be like Lady A adjacent, because with your voice, I got you. Okay, sick.
Man,
Yeah.
amazing, dude, amazing.
you.
So tell us a little bit more about you. What do you? How'd you move to Nashville? What's your story, man?
Yeah, a little bit of my story. So, growing up in Ohio, I don't think I ever pictured myself staying there. A big family guy. I love my family, but I was encouraged to go out and pursue the dream to do music. So, I can't remember the exact date, but I went to this camp it's called Trevecca. It's a little tiny Christian school, but went to a camp there, music camp, and I kind of fell in love with the campus, and so I decided to head there. I couldn't afford Belmont, so that was kind of what it was, and that
You're
was
not the
okay.
only one.
We're not the only one.
It's Belmont adjacent, right?
Right.
BA.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I met my friends, met the trio, started getting into songwriting and pursuing my artistry
So you
more.
guys all go to Trevecca?
We did.
You did. You
Yeah,
graduated.
we all graduated from there. Thank God. One of us is still working on it, but he's doing great.
We believe in you.
I love you.
You can
Colin.
do it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's just.
Colin, we believe
He's a
in you,
super-
buddy.
He's a super senior.
Super senior.
I think with if they're anything like you, you don't need college. Just drop out, all you guys. You're gonna be superstars. You're good.
Yeah. Man,
That's too kind.
Scott, do you have anything to say, man? I mean,
We've all lived that song, so that made me feel things. So that's like the first thing. That's him and I say this all the time. Like, did I feel anything? And I felt stuff. So that's like the
Right
best
on.
compliment I can give you. Like
Thank
I
you.
felt what you felt right in that. So before.
so
I
good.
think
I
we all
gotta
have.
ask our pop expert over here, Mr. Dean Purificato.
do love pop
is
music.
the pop genius over here. What are your
I don't
thoughts?
know, not
man?
when
What do you-
Spencer is
what
up
do you-
here too, though.
well,
Spencer's pretty good at pop.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's like the melody was one of those songs that I'm like, there's really only 7 notes in a key, and it blows my mind that I'm like, I haven't heard that melody before, and it's awesome. Like just I call them like the scrunchy chords, like the 7 into the 1 kind of thing, getting a little nerdy. I don't know if Trevecca talks about this stuff, but like that tension and release just in like it just makes the melody so interesting. It just grabs you and you deliver it so
Dude,
well.
Scrunchy is in the Trevecca textbook.
Is it? Yeah, scrunchy.
Yeah,
I'm going to teach a course on scrunchy chords. They're my favorite chords.
Hilarious.
But no, it was great.
Dylan, thank you so much, man.
Thank you so
Seriously.
much.
It was great.
You rock, dude.
Give it up for Dylan
real.
John, everybody.
For real.
Talented group you had up
Superstar.
here.
Superstar.
Good Lord. That was crazy.
Not one bad person, not one bad song. Like, truly
so cool,
incredible
man.
night.
What a show. What a group of incredible artists. It just, it hit me one time walking down Broadway. And honestly, anytime I feel bad or sorry for myself, I'll just walk down Broadway. Because the amount of talent in this town blows my mind. Mm-hmm. And it just shows tonight. We are here at the Greenlight Bar in Nashville, Tennessee, and the amount of talent that stepped on the stage tonight truly blew me away. It really did.
Yeah, it's insane. I feel like we talk about this a lot. Like, just to think about the hundreds of thousands of people that have ever moved here. I read somewhere that even if you have over 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, you're in the top 1% of people who have ever put out music. Wow. Let that sink in. So many human beings are trying to do the same thing, and the internet's made it possible for everyone, which I think is incredible. But it's a hard road, and I think we talk about a lot on the stage, like what it takes, and I think everybody here, like, that was really exciting. I actually haven't been to a writer's round or anything in a long time, so I feel like I want to go write a song tomorrow. I feel pumped, and I feel like that's what this town's about. I think this is what you want this show to be about, is you get fired up when you hear someone you've never heard before singing a badass song. You're like, that's incredible. You want to add it to your playlist. So that's what it is. Playlisted, baby.
Bingo.
Thank you guys for coming out to the first ever Playlisted podcast.
Hey. Thanks for having us, buddy.
Thank you, Burke.
Appreciate it.
I am
Burkelicious Deaf.
You always do that. I am so honored to have Spencer Crandall and Mr. Scott Porter here with me tonight. You guys are the best. Dean Purificato here to your right, my left. Cody Hawkins. My name is Austin Burke, and this is the first ever Playlisted podcast. Thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it. Still rolling? Are you still rolling by chance? Okay, pause it really quick. I actually forgot a huge piece. You just reminded me. Hold on, give us a second. All right, so I forgot to say this, but the judges just talked. Thanks to Picker, we are giving away $50 to who we thought absolutely crushed it tonight, and you can go see them. They're gonna you're gonna Venmo you the money. Picker is giving away $50 to their pick of the night, and the pick of the night is Mr. Dylan John. Give it up for Dylan.
But you have to split that 3 ways with your band. No, just kidding.
Yeah.